in Pomona.
Well, and I appreciate that. They're actually interested in hearing what you've got to say, because as I understand it from Jim Gallivan, he mainly pulled together the historic crowd in town, historic preservation. And I think they're going to be listening to it with an eye towards, how they can learn from you in terms of what they can actually do with some of the historic sites in Pomona. How are you going to be able to help them address some of that?
Well, we're going to be talking about...
Help yourself to the food in the back, which has been provided by Spectra. Again, have some food and drink, and then if you come and sit down, then we will begin the program. So please help yourself. Thank you.
We're going to be talking about materials conservation and preservation, restoration. So a lot of it will be kind of covered in each project. We'll have a project, and then we'll talk about the materials that we're conserving on that project. So a lot of those things will be answered in the presentation. So, yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Let me just one other request.
Yes.
What have you hidden under this tablecloth here that I can use as a prop with you to get a picture of you?
Well, sure. We'll pull this apart right here. These are historic artifacts of projects that we've done all across the southwestern United States. For example, these are from the Brand Library, door pocket pulls from the Brand Library. These are from the Hall of Justice in downtown LA. Hall of Justice there.
One more time.
Yep.
Did you do the redo of the Hall of Justice?
We restored the Hall of Justice. We were the main historic contractor on that.
Just a little bit, if you would.
Yep.
That's fine. What is this from?
This is the elevator cab,
Dutchman
repair from the Hall of Justice.
Okay, perfect. I actually used to go into the Hall of Justice when you and I were younger, back in the 70s. We had our picture taken in there for our press pass in the old days. In fact, they use I'll give you one quick story. The guy who really cares about that. They had a Polaroid camera like you would see at D&V, but it had four little tiny lenses on there. And it took 4 pictures on a 4x6.
Yeah.
And they cut out 2. One would be for my press pass, one would be for their file, and you take the other 2 down to LAPD because they didn't have a camera.
There you go.
So they let them take care of it.
That was back in the day. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. In fact, we've got some copies of our paper up here on the shelf if you haven't seen it.
Oh, okay, nice. I'll take a look.
I'll grab one.
That'd be great. Yeah, please do.
Thank you very much.
I was just telling your wife, this is beautiful. It is. I mean, I've been in Pomona for a while, and I'm like, where have I been? This is a nice, beautiful. I've seen the outside. It's beautiful. Just come on the inside and go, wow, this is spectacular.
Richard Nixon announced that he's running for president here.
Right here? In this year.
Richard Nixon announces presidency in this building here, the Ebell Club in Pomona.
We restored the Ebell Women's Club in West LA.
Oh, okay.
So we've done the restoration on that one too. Yeah, that's a beautiful one too. So yeah.
They had the money to do that one right.
Yeah, they spent a little. Yeah, they're in West LA, next to Beverly Hills, so they've got a little extra cash.
This is kind of the stepchild, but it's still.
Yeah, very nice, very nice, very nice. Is there just 2 of them in Southern California? Just the 2 of them? Okay. Yeah. Because that is still in the Bell Women's Club, and that's what it is.
This is the Ebell Club in Pomona. Very grand, gracious, old building from days long gone by. Up above where the draping is, that's the balcony area. I don't even know if it had a railing back in the day, but I've been up there. It's quite fun. And a beautiful stage with hardwood floors. Just a great building. Richard Nixon announced his presidency from this building back in the day. And Spectra Company has provided dinner for us before they do the presentation. And I'm going to come back on board a little later when the presentation starts. Stay tuned.